Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 9, Week 7, Day 4. So today, of course, we have ourselves the class event for the Warden event as well as the Community Week still going on. If I'm not mistaken, we actually got two things today off of that. We ended up getting the normal one, where we actually get some keys here. However, we also just got a normal Imperial one, which is kind of convenient. Not sure if that was planned or just happened to be out that way. But yeah, we actually ended up getting that. So actually, you know what? Let's start with that. That's pretty enticing loot to definitely make sure not to accidentally skip. Let's go with Phoenicia. Good old Phoenicia build. But anyways, hello everyone. Also, we're definitely feeling better. Still not like 100%, but you know, like I'm definitely better at this point. Anything else is just like fatigue from having been sick. But yep, pretty much all better now. Still like a little bit of a cough sniffle here and there, but you know. Like, I'm not, like, feeling sick anymore, that's for sure. Anyways, hello, Isabel. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Roman. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Bill. Hello, Arjonian. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, Ian. Hello, Genki. Hello, Mr. Hello, Roman. Hello, Lester. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Siberian. Hello, Meta. Hello, Inflame. Hello, Cookie, and hello, Vernus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go get the explosion down. Get our, the Pokin. Oh gosh, I still didn't get a new mouse yet, by the way. That is something on the priority list of things I need to do very soon. I'm not sure why it has been so weird lately. Let's see. Well, we could deal with it. If anything else, is some extra challenge. And that should be very dead. Unfortunately, it is a heavy spell reduction. It is actually the high spell reduction in the game at 75%. It is effectively less tanky than Tina 9000, even though its base percent is technically higher. The reason why it's actually lower is due to it having no durability gain. So if Tina 9000 is up against a physical damage-based spellcaster, it's actually more tanky to use Tina 9000 than it is to use her. So we can just take a skull here and it dies. Oh no, it has that summon though, gosh. That thing is so weak and like never used, but it's so annoying to fight against. It's definitely in that category of troop, where like you basically never use it on your team, but when you see it on the enemy team, it's just so annoying to have to face. Not because you're gonna lose to it, but because it's just annoying to take out. Oh yeah, I never did get the alerts up. I wanted to do it with the other program and then never programmed it for the other program. It's a bit more complicated than how the other one is, so it's actually not too, like it's pretty straightforward. I just haven't bothered doing it yet. It's less straightforward than the other one though, but it allows you to do more with it. Not sure if I'm really gonna bother to do it with more with it, but I do need to get that working. The super chats work though. And technically the donation link still works too, it just doesn't, you know, make any notification. The super chats do though. Because it's through YouTube's integrated system, so they got that covered. Oh, let's see. Does anyone remember that one day one's community final reward was? You missed it. Oh, I actually missed the second day. The first day was an Imperial with some color deeds. Does anyone actually know what the second day was? Because I actually missed it the day we didn't stream. Because I ended up taking a nap around that time. Like, I ended up posting on the stream like around like 6 or 7 saying like, oh, I won't be streaming tonight. And then I took a nap. And I slept so long that it was actually past 3 a.m. by the time I woke up from that nap. Because I was going to do it when I woke up from the nap. But I woke up past 3 a.m. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I missed it today. It's not too big a deal though. Second day was war coins. Oh, I missed nothing then. Oh, that's fine. I missed literally nothing. Or at least to me anyways. I have so many war coins. Okay, so I didn't miss a thing. That's good. It's like I played the entire day anyways. Well, I guess I missed the 20 gems, a few other things here and there. There's a little bit of dungeon loot, all that. Obviously, I didn't do the Tuesday faction. Let's see. Take that down. Did you see the new all-seeing eye troop in Terran's world? Not too impressive. I did not yet. The patch should be very, 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 very soon. Like, possibly next Tuesday. And I'm so glad it wasn't this Tuesday because I would have been sick. But they chose a correct Tuesday because I'm pretty sure it's next Tuesday we're getting the patch. It's definitely sometime this month. Like, any Tuesday now we're getting the patch. And I'm pretty sure it's this Tuesday. I'm not sure how quickly or slowly they're going to be rolling out all the troops, though. Because they're going to be adding at least one more. Like, minimum. They're going to be adding one more troop to every faction. And what they're probably going to do is have, like, a faction event associated to it. So if they're only adding one, it might be the one that you can end up getting through the resources. To encourage people, you know, to, like, spend resources on it. Even if they've already maxed out the faction. They can obviously still just do shards. How much money have I spent on this game? I want to say several hundred. However, most of that is these days just from buying the battle pass. Also, Isabel donates for us to buy the bigger battle pass pretty much every single time. Personally, I would actually just go for the normal one. But she graciously donates every single time for the bigger pass so that we can cover stuff earlier. And it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I probably would just be buying a normal pass. Which kind of inflates how much I've technically spent on the game. Because we're spending an extra $15 every season. Which there's almost been 10 seasons now. We're on, like, what, campaign 9? Because that's probably one of the biggest money sinks currently within the game. Is if you want to buy every season. Because we have one every 10 weeks. That's like, what, 7-ish per year? 6 per year? How many weeks are in a year again? That's around 7-ish per year. So there's about 7 campaigns per year. That's like $70 then. If you're buying the bigger pass, it's $175 a year. Is what it comes out to. And that definitely adds up over time. Why no stream yesterday? We streamed yesterday. You mean Wednesday night? We streamed Wednesday night. Tuesday night I didn't because I was sick. Wednesday night we did. I don't think a lot of people noticed it though. Because YouTube algorithm was like, oh, you didn't stream for a day? We're not going to show you to anyone's your notification bin. But no, we did stream last night. It had a lot less people. Because I'm pretty sure YouTube was confused by the fact we didn't stream the previous day. But we did indeed stream last night. It just was on Tuesday that we didn't. Anyways, let's go do dungeons. I mean, not dungeons. Let's go do the class event. So we showed the team for this on Monday. I think I tweaked it, so I need to go retweak it now. Oh yeah, I switched it to 4 Spirit Fox. That's not what I want to run. We did this because we needed a pure Magrim Woods team. When we were doing the other thing earlier. Oh yeah, we'll do the Warden event as well. Not right now, though. Almost forgot about you. But let's go paste this in. And let's go get like a Dawnbringer or something, which is what this team is set up to be using. The only reason it's currently 4 Spirit Fox is because of Monday's event, where it told us to go use a pure Magrim Woods team, and the easiest way to do that was just put another Spirit Fox there. But Dawnbringer is what's supposed to be there. Because all we have to do is just cast Dawnbringer and then win. Whatever we need for cleanup, Spirit Fox does. Sometimes we'll need a second one. Are your game purchases tax deductible? They might be, though I don't try dealing with it. Also, they don't even get taxed. So I'm not sure. Like, there's no... In my state, there's no tax on digital games, if that makes sense. Or the equivalents of such. So I can't tax right off of it, even if I wanted to. And even if I could, I'm not sure I would deal with all that, because the receipts for how you would get it are just a lot more annoying. Wouldn't be worth the effort for how little you would save. Unless you're spending like literal thousands on games per year. But yeah, digital goods like that actually aren't taxed in my state. Like if I buy a game, let's say off of like Nintendo Switch, it has a section for like tax, and it always just says 0. Because there's none in my state. Similarly, if I get anything on Steam, like it doesn't tax at anything. Let's see. Is Dawnbringer good anymore? Yes. It is what I call the Thursday class event weapon. Because its main purpose is to run the Thursday class event. Well, most of my reporting of income for taxes is actually handled by Google, which is kind of nice. They send like a W-2 thing and it has almost all of it on it. Not all of it though, but a good majority of it is all on the W-2 thing. Or whatever it's called that they send you. I think it's called a W-2. It has some kind of weird name. Let's see. We'll take that over. Do you think that the update will be at the end of the month? There were weekly spoilers, shows the faction weekend, and All Seeing Eye releases. It would make sense that All Seeing Eye is the first. All Seeing Eye was the first faction ever added to the game. Technically, it was All Seeing Eye and Hall of Guardians simultaneously. However, All Seeing Eye is still considered the definitive first faction in the game, even though they were both added simultaneously, mostly because the first event was for All Seeing Eye. But yeah, All Seeing Eye is the first faction, so it makes sense it'd be the first one, because they're probably going to go in faction order, which means the one after that's going to be Hall of Guardians, then it's going to be Crypts, and, you know, go from there. Oh yeah, remember when Dawnbringer used to be used as the only weapon in Arena? That used to be funny. It used to be so broken. That and that one green-yellow weapon against 10 to all stats when you get a kill. Like, those two weapons were like the weapons in Arena. Now they're both nearly useless. The green-yellow one's definitely useless. Dawnbringer is super situational. And the only thing that makes it really good is its damage ratio relative to mana costs for a hero weapon. It's a really good single cast hero weapon. That could still be used for double cast. But single cast value is really good if you can get a kill within its range, due to it having the highest range of any AoE weapon. While also using 3 colors, so it's a little bit easier to get its mana back up. Which is one of the reasons why the pure color one normally isn't used. Like, the pure color ones are really good too, like pure purple, you know, all the Doom Scythe, Doomed Glaive, all that. Like, the Doomed Glaive is available this week in Soulforge right now, make sure to get it, it's really good. But all those are really good. But the problem with them is they use 1 color instead of 3. And even though this has a 2 higher mana cost, it effectively has a lower mana cost due to being able to mana accumulate from 3 different ways. Whereas all the other weapons have to mana accumulate from 1 different way, making them effectively have a higher mana cost despite having lower. Because there's pretty much always something on the board that we could take for mana. Very situationally are we going to be left with absolutely nothing. Whereas if you're using a pure color one, you do get into that situation when the rest of your team can't support the weapon. Because normally you build completely around the weapon, but you can't really do that for something like a class event. Because your restrictions are quite limited. Oh, I should have taken that. Whoops. 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 I tried for Cascade, did not get lucky. We're just going to take some yellow. It's hopefully enough to kill him. And we're good to go. Yeah, black Manacle is a pretty good option too, especially if you're doing Archmages. Because it covers 2 colors, has Devour chance, and has a pretty solid base damage. Is Deathbringer good? Yes and no. The biggest issue with it is I believe it's like, what, 5 higher mana cost than Dawnbringer? While also technically having a worse ability despite it having a 5 higher mana cost. I believe its base damage is slightly higher, but it doesn't justify the 5 higher mana. But Deathbringer is usable. It's just a lot of times Black Manacle is better than Deathbringer. Like at least, why am I killing that way? I'm not sure. But I would say at least like 90% of the time, Black Manacle is better than Deathbringer, and it is substantially easier to get that get it as well. So very rarely do you ever bring out Deathbringer, unless you really, really specifically need its mechanic or want to mess around with it. It's normally not the best of options. It's not bad. It's just Dawnbringer and Black Manacle outpace it in almost every situation. Black Manacle if you're looking for more of a brown-purple weapon like Dustbringer, or Dawnbringer if you're looking for better Dustbringer. The only problem is they're inverse colors, so depending on your team, you sometimes still run Dustbringer. It's a lot rarer, though. Like, even though we're denying yellow, it is still more efficient to be running Dawnbringer here than Dustbringer. Because the second we cast the Spirit Box, we lose all the yellow. But even then, Dawnbringer is still better. Why is Dawnbringer so hard to get? It's not too bad. It is a little pricey on souls. It's 1.3 million. Or, you know, technically 1 million to craft it, but, you know, you need 100,000 for each of the 3 parts. Soul farming in the game is pretty much the easiest it's ever been. There was technically one patch where it was slightly easier. But for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much tied at the easiest it has ever been to get souls. So it's not too bad. It definitely still takes a bit of grinding. And given that as you're progressing through the game, you're likely investing souls into other things. It's not a super high priority weapon to get, but it's definitely one you eventually want to pick up. Because as you're progressing through the game, you'll find you pretty much always have 0 souls. Though you eventually reach a point where that is not the case. And then you can start getting Dawnbringer. But earlier on, I would not advise even messing with Dawnbringer. For how little it's used in the current state of the game, it's not worth going out of your way for. You pretty much only pick it up once you start having more souls than you really know what to do with. And then you can get yourself a weapon out of it. I'm just going to do this 3 times and hope we randomly get a skull somehow. Or he sets this up into an option. Okay, let me take that green first. Come on, give us an option. Somewhere. At this rate, we're going to get a Dawnbringer ready. Because we're just going to cascade the mana. Can you medal your hero? No. There's no way currently to medal your hero. It is the only thing in the entire game that cannot be medaled. You can upgrade your weapons, which is kind of like medaling in a sense. However, you cannot medal your hero directly. But you can upgrade all the weapons in the game to give them extra effects. Dawnbringer does not get into anything good from it, though. But some weapons get something really good. Like Rub Dart gets automatic extra turn, which is among one of the strongest like modifiers you could ever get. But there's a few that become absolutely insane with their modifier. Dawnbringer technically gets slightly worse with it. There are weapons that actually get worse by being fully maxed. It makes 0 sense, but it is the case. Why it is, I have no clue. But there are a decent handful of weapons that are technically worse for one way or another. Sometimes it's because they have more of a delay, which is in the case of Dawnbringer. Other ones, it's more so just because they're doing something that is actively bad that you don't want it to be doing. It's sometimes you still upgrade it because you need it for kingdom purposes. Especially now that kingdoms are getting pretty close to the point where you actually have to. Like, what was it, Golvania, if I'm not mistaken? Like, you literally, if you wanted 26-star Golvania, you had to max out every weapon in the entire kingdom, except for one. And if you didn't get the money weapon, it was literally every single weapon in the entire kingdom. So we're definitely getting to the point where it's starting to get tight for a lot of kingdoms. Where if you haven't been deliberately upgrading some weapons just to keep them weak, or, you know, to keep them stronger, I mean, then you might need to start doing so soon. Not yet, until you actually need to for a star on a kingdom, but the game is starting to get there. And how many we need for various things. Oh, so why did I take it that way? You earn souls faster than you can spend them. Yeah, that happens a lot later in the game. Though it's a big issue with souls earlier in the game because it's, you know, they trickle in a bit slower. Not necessarily even slower, but you just have so many more things to be using them on. Whereas later in the game, the main thing you tend to use souls for is not even soul forge or anything, but more so to metal troops to bronze, silver, gold. That's where most of your souls get sunk later in the game. Anyways, so all that's out of the way. Let's go finish out the Ward event. It's going to tell me to go change the thing, and then we'll do it there. So, is the guild done with it? I don't believe we are. Let me check, though, before I start. Oh, yeah, we still got a while to go. Let's see. Yeah, no one's going for super high leaderboard, so that seems to be why. All good, though. Is anyone slacking? Do we have any zeros? Sure feels like we would with that low of a score. Let's keep going. Let's see. We'll go here. It'll tell me to go change my medals. Yeah, we're good to go. Still running this team. I'm pretty sure we could run this for all the free battles. Or, you know, not free, but whatever you'd call tier 2. The super low-end minimum, bare minimum section. Oh yeah, I was gonna go do that to try to set up, but then I realized I would literally be feeding green mana into something that already has green full mana. Which would not quite work out. Okay, we'll throw that down. Luckily, there's no penalty in this mode for taking deaths, unlike journeys. So as long as something survives, still get the full amount of points. Just gotta make sure the Valraven doesn't get away. If you were to medal your Sacred Treasure, then use a treasure, would it have the medal? Yes. It doesn't do anything extra when you upgrade it or anything like that. However, it does indeed have the medal shown. So if you were to go into a battle with a medaled treasure, it would show as medaled in a battle. There's pretty much no reason to ever do that, but it is, it can be done. It can indeed be done. Yeah, I would like an option to win. Any option to win, thank you. Because that's so hard. I only wish I had mana again, though. Because that'd be very convenient right there. Alright, we do have alignment. I'm gonna go for it and hope we get alignment follow-up. Didn't, however... Wait. That's good enough. Let's just roll with it. Actually, let me take that first. It's good enough. We'll do that. He'll poke us back. That's fine. Or we'll just kill with Cascade. What level does your hero become a Mythic? Is it 500 or 1,000? Does anyone remember? I actually forget. It's either 500 or 1,000. I want to say 500, but it might be 1,000. Does anyone remember? I actually completely forget. It's one or the other. I think it's 1,000. It's one to 2. I cannot remember. It has been so long. Actually, it might be 500, because don't you become legendary at 100? For legendary border? I can't remember. It's been way too long. Let's see. I'll take that one over. Okay, somehow we still don't have alignment. Oh, wait, what am I doing? We already won. I didn't realize the battle was that weak. I'm like playing it as if it had as many stats as the battle we were just doing. But it has like 0 stats. Oh gosh, why is this room getting such high level? Stay lower. Also, hello, analyst. Does your event team still work at higher levels? This one, you're probably gonna need a tankier hero class. I'm currently using it as a very cast-heavy hero class, Archmages. You're likely going to need to switch into like Titan, Elementalist. Actually, Elementalist would probably be pretty good. But you're definitely gonna have to switch class for something tankier. But yeah, you can run this the whole time. The hero class would have to change, but the team composition can remain the same. But hero class definitely has to go into something else. Because the reason we're using Archmages right now is just to get us more purple so we can spam AoE a bit quicker. However, this eventually falls off because they're going to be hitting us too hard for us to use such a squishy hero class. But it works for now because we don't really need to worry about that yet. But if we keep going deeper, it'll be more relevant to be able to tank. Oh yeah, Super Auto Pets did get an update. I saw that yesterday. We might have to stream it this weekend. It got the hugest update it has ever gotten. And I haven't really had time to mess around with it because I've been sick. But yeah, it seems pretty interesting. Like, you get to build your own custom decks now. They, like, doubled the amount of pets in the game, which, gosh, from a completionist standpoint, that is going to take so long. So I think I found our new game to be playing. I'm not sure how many people are really that interested in it, but oh no, I enjoy it a lot. I haven't played the auto battler much since Warcraft 3 days. Like the auto battler genre. Let's see. But yeah, we'll be playing it probably this weekend. We're probably not going to be 100%ing it again this weekend because I'm pretty sure that's going to take like literal like months. Like it's definitely going to be measured in months. The amount of time it'll take to do that. Because I need to learn what all the pets even do. They like doubled the amount, and not only did they rework old ones, but they also added, like, doubled how many there were. It is a bit paywalled though, but I already got the pack. It was like 10 bucks or something, which means I think it's like a $15 game if you want all the content. But that's still not too bad. It has a lot of content. Anyways, still cheaper than a normal game anyways. So, though it can still be played free to play. Anyways, let's go. We did that. Let's go hand out a code. We already did like pretty much all the things because I think now we're just going to go mimic farming. And hope we get a little bit better luck than last night. Though we did get an Nisha last night. So that was nice. Though we did find, oh no, we found mimics. We still got Nisha. We just didn't get like anything super ultra juicy. Like, you know, the thing we're actually looking for. You know, the thing we've been hunting for over a month now. That we still haven't found. That thing. But here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com or underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Okay, it is 1,000 for the border. Also, thank you for the $10 donation again, Mulu. You've been doing so much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Also, hello, Defiant. Welcome, welcome. But thanks a ton, Mulu, as always. Greatly, 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 greatly appreciated for the continued support. Okay, so let's go farming. I believe we have finished out everything else. Also, that's a lot of soup money. Actually, I do need to stock up on soup again. I have actually ran out of soup now. Like, I legitimately do not have any more soup left in the house. Mostly because I haven't been able to go shopping, obviously, because I've been sick. I'll probably do that sometime this weekend. Maybe, actually, I might even do it tomorrow. Because I really need to... I need to do two things. Though maybe not tomorrow, I'll see. But I need to pick up a mouse, and I need to go food shopping. Those are like the two things on the errands to-do list that I haven't been able to do since I've been sick. Anyways, where was I? Let's go hunt some mimics. Obviously not in Golvania anymore, which is sad. I miss Golvania. But we need to learn how to do it in Sword's Edge now. Sword's Edge isn't awful. The only problem with Sword's Edge is we have to keep remembering... Okay, I'm already on the right thing. But we have to keep remembering to actually hit the guy that has immune to burn, because I keep not hitting him, which is very problematic. What would a 100% account look like? What, in Gems of War? There's a lot of different definitions that could be used for it. The most standard definition would be you have every troop in the game. Though there is a lot further definitions that you could do depending on what you're considering 100% or 200%. There's a lot of different parameters that you could end up going by. Like, one of them that I think is like the most common to go by is are these three at max? Technically these four, because the team slots is money locked. So like, are these four completely maxed out? Because that's pretty much like the main parameter, I would say, to if you have 100% in the game. There's like a billion other things you could add on to that, like are you level 2000 plus, have you gold medaled literally everything. But that starts to get in like 200% category. I would consider 100% like the bare minimum basic 100%, not 200%, but 100%, to be do all these numbers show as the max number. Except for that one. That one's money locked. But do the other four show as a max number? I guess technically the weapon one could be considered money lock as well. But technically the pet ones are as well, which is why we have 173. There are 2 money locked pets on PC Mobile. However, technically only one of them is on each platform. So we actually have one more pet than what is even physically possible because I have both the 2 money locked pets. But technically only one of them. Actually, is it more than one? I don't even remember. Yeah, it's only 2. It's the Steam exclusive pet and the Android exclusive pet. But with cross-platform, you get both. Also, again, once again, thanks to Isabel. Thanks again to the people who donate to the channel. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'm missing 2 weapons. Actually, one of them's kind of funny because I actually forgot on the week I was on vacation. I actually forgot to get Emerald Blade. We'll be getting this whenever Silverglade rolls back around, and hopefully I'll actually remember the next time Silverglade rolls back around because I need to pick up that weapon. Natura Star, I'm pretty sure most people don't have. It was initially a $10 locked weapon, that is now a $5 locked weapon that will become free whenever we finally get Nexus event again. The only problem is we've never had a Nexus event since then, so we still have to wait a little while. They probably did that deliberately to make sure anyone who did buy it still got some value from it. However, it is technically a money-only locked weapon in the current state of the game. However, it will be available for not money at some point whenever Nexus finally has an event again. So I'm pretty sure most people are waiting for that to actually get the weapon. What happened to Golvania? It got another immune to burn. There's now 2 immune to burn. This happened, it was hard to tell because I didn't really make much mention of it at the time, because it happened during the journey week, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Because we ended up getting another immune to burn in Golvania, so now there's 2 immune to burns, whereas this place only has 1 immune to burn. It has 1 immune to burn and 1 empower, but that's less annoying than 2 immune to burns. So I've been doing it in Sword's Edge now. I keep forgetting to hit him though. No. The only problem is I keep forgetting he exists. But aside from that, this place in theory should be easier. The only issue is I keep forgetting he exists, and it makes it so I don't hit him, which makes him more annoying than infinite number of immune to burns because I never actually target him directly. Because the whole reason why 1 is good is he would only show up as 1 single enemy, so you could always Zoog off him directly. However, the problem is you actually have to Zoog off him directly and not forget he exists, like I keep doing like almost every other battle. Why not just target them with Zoogoff? That is what I should be doing. It's just not what I am doing. I keep forgetting. Mostly because I haven't done this area much. So I'm still getting used to remembering to target the brown, yellow little archer guy. Like right now I need to target first slot and not forget. You've been grinding Puzzle Quest 3 like crazy, yeah. Puzzle Quest 3 definitely added a lot more content. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they just release a roadmap recently too? I hope the game turns out well. I will definitely look into... Oh, I did it again! No! I keep getting distracted and forget to hit him. But anyways, I do hope the game turns out pretty well. I feel like I would revisit a lot more once it like gets out of beta. It just, I was already playing it for a year now, and I've definitely gotten a bit burnt out on it. Mostly because the daily system takes way too long. Like, you can do 4 games daily system in the time it takes to do Puzzle Quest 3's daily system. Like, I can do Gems of War, Pokemon Unite, and then find 2 other games. Do all their daily system, and it would still be quicker than doing Puzzle Quest 3's daily system once. It's just way too long for a daily system. A lot of it's really repetitive too, like doing PvP 33 times in a row. Like, imagine if you had to do an entire Guild War every single day in Gems of War. Like, not a Guild War day, like 5 battles, but literally all 30 of them in a single day. Every day, forever. And that is how Puzzle Quest 3 is set up currently, among many other dailies. Like, that's not even all of them, that's just one of multiple. They added a speed button? Oh, hold up. Wait, didn't that already exist in the previous patch though? How much did it speed it up? Because that is a factor. Speed buttons are nice. Because that was something that was distinctly missing earlier. It definitely lacked a speed button. Like, Gems of War, it was like revolutionary how good 4 times speed was for Gems of War. Like, the amount of quality of life that was immediately added. Because it wasn't always that way. I believe it initially, it eventually got some speed options, but I believe it only went to 2 times initially. And then it eventually got a 4 times. And the amount of power that 4 times speed has is so insane. That they actually have to, like, rebalance the whole economy around 4 times speed. But it's just so good for the pacing of the game. The immune to burn horse in Golvania doesn't show up unless it is a bonus week. Is it? So are they both still even then, technically? Maybe we could still stick with Golvania. Though one thing we still have to deal with Golvania, though, that we don't have to deal with here, which is kind of nice. We don't have to deal with lycanthropy. It's very rare that you're going to get lycanthroped in Golvania. However, it's not a non-zero chance. Whereas we don't have to worry about that mechanic here. All we have to worry about is 1 immune to burn and 1 empower. You generally want to avoid kingdoms with Empower, but this one's good enough that it's not too big a deal. The main reason you want to avoid Empower is mostly due to the time aspect of it. It takes a lot longer for the enemy to do an Empower ability than it is for them to just take something from the board. Especially if they actually land an extra turn from it. Because if I'm not mistaken, Empower in this location is like yellow to blue or something. It's that one Empower from the Crypt. What's the best way to get Iron Gut? Save 4,000 diamonds and wait until he's in Soulforge, or wait until his Valkyrie event and spend thousands of event keys. Earlier on in the game, it's probably more realistic to do the 4,000 diamond one. I would still say to this day that Iron Gut is one of the highest priority mythics to get early on in the game. The absolute highest priority is double Iron Hawk. However, the next highest priority is a single Iron Gut, which are two different troops. I know that's very confusing. Generally, if a mythic has the word iron in it, they are the most meta thing in the entire game right now. That's how the game works. Iron means S+ tier for whatever reason. When is the next Goblin event thing? I have no clue. I don't think we have one anytime soon, unfortunately. Easiest way to check is like check Terran's World and see if there's like any even remotely coming. Also, I need to see when the next Bright Forest is, because I really need a Bright Forest event since I missed it last Christmas. Let's see. That's Silverglade. That's not Bright Forest. I always confuse the two sometimes. They were added like back to back. There it is, Bright Forest. Oh, it doesn't have a scheduled date yet. Also, there's no Valkyrie within sight, unfortunately. So it could be a while. But yeah, Bright Forest is planned at some point, though it doesn't have an official date yet. We currently only have dated up to June 13th. Though that will change once we have next patch. We'll be able to see a lot further forward next patch, which should be very soon, TM. Oh, your son dropped by again. Nice. Hope you two have fun. Oh, hello, Nessa. Welcome, welcome. What about Nexus? Nexus is, what, for Explore 12? You could still run Scorpius Explore 12 Nexus. Some people really like doing that. I'm not the biggest fan. Oh no, your son ended up... Why are so many people getting sick recently? Is it just the season for it? It sure seems like it. Because I feel like everyone's been getting sick lately. Hey! Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! That's not a mimic. We almost did it. Oh, come on. This is like our 7th or 8th double Nisha. Let's see. Oh, you mean his stream. I was going to say, because I thought you lived with him. I was confused for a second. But, I know, I screenshotted it. Oh, come on. I want the triple so bad. You know how close we've gotten now? This is our 7th or 8th. I've lost track. But this is somewhere around our 7th or 8th non-mimic double Nisha. But we'll eventually get the triple. It will happen one day. Anyways, let's hand out a second code. Why not? Make up for the sick day. Let's see. Here you guys go. Here's another code. For the double Nisha. Because that's a pretty rare occurrence. First I need to find where my code section is, which is kind of funny because I literally just used it. And I cannot find it. Oh, wait. The page is broken. Wait, what? Okay, now it's working. No wonder I couldn't find it. I knew where it was, and I was clicking it. But the page said error or something. There we go, now it's working. Not sure what was up with that. But here you guys go. Second code. Enjoy, everyone. Second code for double Nisha. There we go. But there we go. Another nice. We've been getting a lot of Nisha lately. Like, even last night's stream, didn't we get a Nisha? Now we're getting a double in a single pull. And it wasn't even a Mimic either. That was just a natural double Nisha. You could tell because there's a 1 for the other one, which is impossible in a Mimic. Let's see. Why is every option so bad? Oh, that was really good off of Sky, though. Yeah, no problem, everyone. And as NASA mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. We'll also help let YouTube know that we're streaming again. Let's see. Because gosh, does their algorithm absolutely hate if you miss even a single day. Yeah, I keep forgetting to hit the thing. That's gonna happen for a while now. Like, it'll probably be at least a week, if not multiple weeks, before I actually remember to hit him properly. Because you normally consider him to be a non-threat. Because he doesn't really do much. He's just like a small true damage poke that barely does anything. But he has immune to burn, so he's like the biggest threat in any of these battles. But he's naturally not a natural threat. So I don't really think like, oh, I need to target him. Like, the biggest threat I normally would consider in these battles is Sir Quentin Hadley, if I'm thinking like from a standard battle. Because you don't want to have to deal with resummon. So I keep like hovering over to Sir Quentin Hadley a lot of the times. However, or never mind, that's Sir Quentin Hadley, that's not his name. I mean, Sir Finley, or whatever his name, the one that summons. However, the actual threat is Wolf Knight. Anything new with Fall Guys? No. They need to do an update already. They've gone so long without an update. I see indie games getting more update than that thing. I'm not sure what they're planning. Maybe they're finally getting like the Switch port and Xbox port ready or something. Hey, I remember this time. But I'm not sure what's taking them so long to get next season going. Like, it felt like it's been almost a year since they've been in the same season. Yeah, Sir Gawain, that's the one. There's too many Sirs, I keep mixing them all together. But yeah, Sir Gawain's the one. Which is funny, because I mentioned him in the Monday video, yet now I forget his name randomly now. Because the troop that we got as our weekly troop this week is basically Sir Gawain with half mana start, which is pretty cool. Like, it's actually kind of useful. Like, I haven't really messed around with it much. And it's not, like, super, like, meta. But it's not bad. Like, there's definitely situations where the troop that we got this week is a glory troop you're going to bring out. This is not going to be really commonplace because there's better mana accumulators out there. Also, hello, Duberman! Welcome, welcome. Oh, I should have went for the extra turn skull. No. Also, why did I take that? We already had the win. It's all good, though. But if anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Make sure to do so. We haven't been around as much. Well, I guess that one day. Technically, oh no, I guess we only missed one day. Why does it feel like I missed multiple days? Probably because my entire schedule lately has been like sleep, rest. Like I've been in bed like almost the entirety of the last like 4 days. So I have like multiple layers of sleep each day, which makes it feel like multiple days have gone by. So even though like one day might go by, it might feel like 2 or 3 days because of how weird my sleep schedule has been lately, trying to rest up from being sick. So the one day that we missed felt like multiple days. Let's see, we'll take that one. Which is better, Egg Thief or Leprechaun? Depends on the team. Generally Leprechaun, mostly because of power. Egg Thief generates more mana and can infinite tank for your team, while also having stealthy. Like, Egg Thief from a, is it a stronger troop option, is stronger, but Leprechaun is better, if that makes any sense. Like, Leprechaun's a better overall troop, and is more useful. But Egg Thief is stronger than Leprechaun. Like, that makes almost 0 sense, but it is the way it is. It's mostly because of how Empower works. Because Leprechaun as a troop is weaker, like its survivability. It is also less mana accumulation, but it starts with Empower, so that makes up for literally every fault it has. Because Egg Thief does a lot of mana accumulation as stealthy while summoning something that has non-stealthy. It could full board clear for 100% mana accumulation. Like, it has a lot of really good things going for it. It's technically even better than Thrall. But once again, Thrall is technically more used because it's lower mana costs, while also having a link into itself. Because Egg Thief's even better than Thrall. Like Egg Thief is stronger than Thrall but Thrall's a better card. It's another one of those situations. It's kind of weird. Because out of every mana accumulator in the game, between like Marilith, Thrall, Leprechaun, you know, like all like the really high tier ones, Egg Thief is technically the strongest, but it's also like the least used out of all of them. Which almost doesn't make much sense, but it's mostly because of it's slower to get started. And that's a really big factor because a lot of mana accumulation teams want quicker mana rather than slower mana. Because a lot of battles, you don't need the strongest thing, you need the quickest thing. Like, you wouldn't run, like, 4 Mythics and explore 1 battle, for example. Like, that'd be stronger than running some commons and some rares. But if they had some quicker casting abilities, then they would be stronger in that instance, or, you know, better in that instance. And that's kind of the issue with Egg Thief, where there's not many battles where her strength is justified compared to her lack of speed initially in a battle. Because things like Thrall, Leprechaun, even Marilith in some situations can get rolling way quicker than Egg Thief can. Forging Troops question. Where we can get those special items for Forge, for Hatter and Scroll, and other troops? Oh, they're in Vault Keys. Easiest way to get Vault Keys is to farm them during Vault events. They occur one weekend about every 6 weeks or so. You can still get them when it's not a Vault event. However, the chance of getting them is substantially higher during Vault event weekends. However, they can still be obtained at any point, as well as through some game modes like the Tuesday event, the Friday event that's coming up tomorrow. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, this Friday's tomorrow, isn't it? Gosh, my whole my whole week's been messed up. But anyways, yeah, you can get them passively through that. Like the event tomorrow has one that you can end up getting pretty early on. But there's like a 1 in 100 chance, I want to say, when you open one that you'll end up getting one of them. There's currently like 8 tarot cards in the game, somewhere around there. And different ones allow you to do different things. Some of them do literally nothing as far as what they let you craft, but some of them do allow you to craft something. They do not get consumed when you craft them as well. But a few of them are used. Let's see, you need one for Hatter and Scroll, you need one for Scroll Reborn, you need one for Leona's Tower, you need that for one for, or technically 5 of them, for that one Halloween weapon. Is there anything else? I think I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, Heart of Rage is used for Enrage Carandera. And I feel like there's one other I'm forgetting. Oh, sorry, Defiant, what was your thing? Will you please explain why you don't run the same class when completing the class event? Mostly because it's quicker to use a different class. Like, you can, if you're looking for class XP, you could definitely use the same class if you want to. Like, if your main goal is to glean XP towards whatever class the current event is. However, there's no, like, extra multiplier or anything like that. So you generally just use whatever the strongest class is in a given situation. Because you still get the class XP for the class of the class event, even when you're using a different class, at least for the tiers. You know, not for the main one. Like, if I'm using a level 100 Titan, and we have an event for Archer while I have, like, a level 10 Archer, like, we're not going to be getting the XP for that, but we still get the XP for those little milestone things. But the main reason you use a different one is just because it's stronger to use not whatever the thing is normally. Like, for example, today is Warden, and Warden class is not the greatest. There's a few teams that can use it. We showed one on Monday as well. One that is decently good, that has a literally infinite loop. However, like, you wouldn't normally use Warden. Like, it doesn't have a natural half-mana start. It doesn't have too many good things going for it. Traits are rather underwhelming. Unless you need this really particular combination of Green Storm plus Dispel, it's normally not used. Yeah, all my classes are maxed. Once you have all the classes maxed, you play the game a lot differently. It's something I don't normally think about in the current state of the game that much because, you know, we've already done it. But you play the game, like, the way the game is played prior to having every class maxed is so much different than how you play it once you have every class maxed. Because you're always thinking, like, before you have all the classes maxed, like, oh, how can I put, like, a random hero class into my team so I could just passively get EXP for it? Because you're constantly going to be needing to do that. Because maxing out a hero class takes a while. Like, even if you power farm each one directly, it takes like 28 hours. There's 35 of them. If you break that down, that is, what, almost, that's almost 1,000 hours. And that's with, like, the most optimal strategies. So obviously you get it passively over time through other means. However, it takes a beefy amount of time. You don't necessarily need every hero class maxed. It's something you want to like work towards over time, but there's only a few that are like really, really good. If we ever cover a tier list video, we still need to do that soon. TM. I literally already have it made up. I just need to record it. I was going to do that pretty soon, but then I got sick and it's like, oh gosh, oh, that delayed that. Not like it wasn't already delayed on by other means. May I ask, where are you going to finish the Crown Tundra DLC? I probably should at some point. The main reason it might be a little bit hard for me to finish it, quote unquote, is I want to catch the legendary birds in a very, 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 very weird way. I don't know, we might do a stream for it this weekend, I'll see. However, it's going to take a while before I can finish the DLC. Mostly because the way I'm going to be finishing it is probably the weirdest way you could possibly ever try to finish it. Because I'm trying to get like the rarest possible variant of everything, with the only exception being I'm not going to shiny hunt the Reggies. That I'm not doing. But I am mark hunting the birds, because I actually care about them. Though I might shiny hunt the one Reggie we care about. The one that's actually good, the new one. Oh, let's see. We'll take that one down. Hello, Clip Bomb. Welcome, welcome. Isn't it kind of desperate getting sick just to avoid the tier list? Ah! That's funny. That is funny. We didn't get sick to avoid the tier list. Like, all I really have to do is just sit down and record at this point. I already did, like, literally everything else for it. It just wasn't really possible the last several days. Who knows, maybe we'll cover it tomorrow, we'll see. Still not sure what my plans are for tomorrow. Got a bunch of shopping I need to do. Definitely doing something. Say a swear word? No. We never do in the channel. I just naturally don't. Like, I'll never just, like, accidentally slip up, because I just naturally don't ever do any. When's that 2019 video coming out? Never. It'll forever become a meme that will persist for all of time. Like, we're gonna be in 2029, and people will still mention, when is the 2019 video? That was a funny one. Honestly, at a certain point, I was just, like, delaying it because it was like, oh, this is funny. And now it's, like, just literally become a meme. What's the context on it? There was, like, I think it was, like, a top 10 team video we were going to cover in 2019. We had, like, everything set up for it, and we just never bothered doing it. And I was going to eventually. But then it basically became a meme that we, like, never did it. And now it's just funnier as a meme than for us to ever cover it. I know, what 2019 video? I know, right? There was none. You accidentally said something you shouldn't have on stream last night, but you don't think anyone noticed. If you never really swear, people will pay attention to when you do. Very true. Like, I'm pretty sure there are some friends that would go, like, insane if I ever, like, actually swore. Though even when I get, like, angry, which is exceedingly rare for me to ever get angry. Like, I still don't even swear then. Though I also, like, exceedingly rarely ever get angry. Like, that's an emotion I generally do not ever feel. But even, like, the exceedingly rare times when I do, like, I never swear still. How many vault keys do you have? A decent amount. Though compared to some people's stacks, it looks like 0. But I think we're at almost 5,000. We're at, like, 4,000 something normal keys and, like, several hundred of the epic vault keys. We'll go check in a second. Though we haven't used them in, like, over a year, which is why our numbers seem so high. Like, I barely even touched them in the last year or so. And that's relevant because Nomapalooza has existed since then. And gosh, does Nomapalooza give you a lot of keys. I haven't really been using much since we've been getting flooded with those keys. Probably should, otherwise the stack's never going to move down. Though I do kind of want to do like a 24-hour stream at some point. Or maybe not 24-hour, but like a 12-hour stream. Oh, never mind. We're a little bit lower than that. We're at like 3,000. We have 2,854 normal and 296 epic vault keys. Is where we currently stand. I'm pretty sure there's people with like 10,000, 1,000 something. But that's where we're at. It's not a small stack. There's some people with like ridiculously absurd stacks. Because realistically, you can farm over 1,000 in a single vault weekend. I would not advise it unless you have a lot of time on your hands. However, it is possible to get over 1,000 in a weekend. It's technically possible to hit almost 2,000 in a weekend if you really, really want to have no time on your hand. But you would have to do it almost like every second of the weekend. Like 1,000 is a lot more realistic. Though I feel like I normally only hit for a few hundred. Because I normally only grind it for about 10 hours. So we normally hit around 300 or so. Hello, Nadine. Welcome. Our laptop can't handle the game? Interesting. My other computer actually had a little bit of an issue with that over time. And I know on my phone it's a little slow. I'm not sure what's trying to load. I guess maybe all the troop art and everything kind of bugs it down. Because in theory it shouldn't be that intense, but it kind of is. Because there's like so many assets that it loads in. I know on my phone, it normally tries not even to load them. And I guess they did that for optimization's sake. Because a lot of the times, if I scroll through my troop cards on phone, they'll all be like little gray icons. Or, you know, like it won't show any troops. Because it's trying to save on... Oh no, I should have targeted them! But it's trying to save from overloading the very slow potato that is my phone. Also, hello Zeddicus! It's been a while! Hope everything's been great. Not sure if you've been lurking or what, but great to see you again. Welcome, welcome. It overheats the fan. Oh yeah, that makes sense. My fan definitely turns on a lot harder when doing Gems of War. Luckily, it has a really good cooling system, the laptop I got, the newer one. You can't see any emojis in chat on mobile? Oh, that's funny. What do we need here? I'll take a red. Get a good old Zoog off down. Oh, please let me cast. Please let me cast. Gosh, I'm about to go to the nearest Best Buy tomorrow and buy a mouse. If I have time tomorrow, I am seeking the closest location that has a mouse and buying that mouse. Even if it's just a temporary one, gosh. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Please, let me click. The challenge of doing a standard left click without it left clicking like 10 times. Isabel, next Vault event, you'll just toss food into your mouth so you can eat and grind. That's funny. You turn it in a lot on your TV, so no keyboard. Oh, you're always around. Oh, okay. Oh, so you have been around a lot lately. Oh, thanks for chatting. It's something that's always hard to tell because I can't see like a full list of everyone that's on stream. I can only see like people who chat. So if someone doesn't chat for like days, weeks, months, I sometimes forget they exist. But I still appreciate you guys tuning in. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Because yeah, it's been a while since you chatted in chat. Like I'm pretty sure it's been since last year unless I missed it. Glad to see you're still around. Oh, so hello, Dragor. Welcome, welcome. What is the Mythic drop chance for legendary tasks? It's a roughly 1%. I think it's slightly less than 1%. I'm not sure if we have it data mined as to what its exact number is, but I believe it is ever so slightly below 1%. What exactly that slightly below 1% is, I have no clue. But maybe like a 0.8, 0.9, somewhere around there. Maybe even exactly 1, and we just have unlucky data. But it's like slightly below 1%. Like it's somewhere from 0.5 to like a 0.9 or so. So realistically, if you did 200 legendary tasks, there's like an okay chance you'd probably get a mythic. Though not guaranteed. Oh, I keep forgetting to hit him! I've done that at least a billion times now. It's not going to stop anytime soon. I wish it would. I need to get better at that. Definitely need to get better at that. They'll all come in time. We haven't done Sword's Edge much lately. By lately, I think this is like our 3rd day doing it, not even. So we'll eventually get really good at always targeting him directly. And actually remembering to do so. Yeah, there's a new fireproof one in Golvania, which is the main reason I shifted over here. Also, we don't have to deal with Lycanthrope anymore, so that's nice. The only problem is we do have to deal with 1 in power, but it's not too big a deal. He is denying my blue, though, because I believe he does blue to yellow. Or whatever he does, I can't remember. Whatever he's doing, it's slightly getting in the way. It wastes time when he does his cast, it's more so the biggest issue. Yeah, Sword's Edge, technically, even before I got another fireproof, was better than Golvania. You just have to actually remember to hit this guy. Oh, that's not him, but the brown, green Wolf Knight. Also, thank you, Roman, for the $5 donation. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thanks a ton. Thank you, everyone, for the continued support. Always means a lot. Please let me click. Gosh, I'm about to use all these donation money to go buy a mouse. Let's see. Oh, grab that down. Please let me click. I've never seen it be this bad. It's actually like hilarious. Like, it is amusing what on earth this mouse is trying to do. How long does it take for people's guilds to get to 200 legendary tasks? That depends heavily on the guild itself. I think mine... I think it would take like a month and a half to 2 months. It really depends how much gold we're donating and how active we are. And how many Vault Event weekends there are within that time. Because our guild, while we're kind of average on farming, my guild loves to farm Vault Events. Like, we have some people who really go hard on it. So if there's a lot of Vault Events, like 2 within 2 months, sometimes they're closer together, then we're probably going to have like a huge spike in activity in the guild. Because I feel like the average person farming in my guild doesn't do too much, but then like the second a Vault Event weekend comes around, it's like everyone just like activates and goes crazy for farming the Vault Event. We're often in that. Oh, you had a loss in your cat family? Oh no! Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I miss my Persian cats. They were so adorable. One of them lived to 20 years old, which was pretty insane. I think the average Persian lives to like 12 to 14 or 12 to 16 or something. And it lived to like 20 and a half. Best cat I ever had. Like, I don't even want to get another cat because I know no other cat will ever live up to that cat. Quite literally, because I'm pretty sure no average cat would even live that long anyways. But I also mean like personality-wise. Oh, I should take the yellow first. Oh, let's see, I'll take that over. Why is the board so bad? I'll catch you later, Nadine. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I've been considering getting a pet again. I don't actually have any pets right now. I've been considering a bird or two if I get any pets. Because I haven't owned a household bird since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Like, it's been a while. Like, when I had chickens and rooster, that was around like 11 to 13-ish or so. Or 11 to 12, somewhere around there. But when I actually had like a proper like household bird, like I couldn't really like interact with it. Because it was, like it wasn't that big of a bird. But relative to my size, like, it was big. Like, it's one of those small things, like about this big. But, you know, when you're smaller, that's a lot more intimidating. Yeah, Sword Edge is better than Golvania now, mostly because of the other immune troop. And also because of Lycanthropy. And also, technically, it was already better. I just prefer doing Golvania. Also because of Lycanthropy existence. Because you don't have to deal with Lycanthropy here. Which means even before that immune to burn, it was theoretically actually already better to do Sword's Edge. I just prefer doing Golvania. But now that's just more of a reason not to do Golvania. Get a macaw and name it Captain. Captain Macaw, that's funny. I'm still not sure what bird I want. But I am very tempted to get 2 blue ones. And I kind of want to get 2 instead of 1 so they don't get lonely with each other. My only concern is where exactly to put it. Hey, okay, let's end it here. Let's go get ourselves a Mimic. The one and only Mimic this stream. I'm just not sure where I'd exactly put it, though. Because my concern is if I put it in my room is they might be too chirpy at night, and that'd be very annoying for my sanity. Because I need them to have an off button. And them being in my room, and if they don't turn off properly, could be problematic. Well, I guess talking birds or singing birds, I'm not sure. Though it would be funny what you could do with a talking bird to see what it could actually do. Ah, we didn't get anything. Come on, Nisha. Ah, come on, 666. Nah, we missed like every roll. Every possible good roll we could have gotten. They have all been missed. Well, at least we got double Nisha this stream. We got double Nisha with an Orpheus in one single drop, so we did good. Oh yeah, let me go update the number. We have now moved up by 1 singular Mimic. Not much progress, but hey, progress. Hey, that brings us to 70 total. Nice. Well, we're exactly at drop rate right now. The drop rate is 10% for one, 10% for the other. We have gotten 72 times chests. 10% exactly have been 5 times. So we are at exactly at odds. If only it could actually give me the troop now. Anyways, let's see. The off button for birds is to put a cover over their cage. Yeah, I have heard that works. I'm not sure how quickly that works as an off button, but I have heard that technique does indeed work. I was double checking through chat to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night, everyone. We'll be back at same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll mostly be messing around with invasion events. If you haven't seen the team already, we mentioned it on the Monday video. It is this one right here for weekend invasions. It is double Sir Mordain into Sir Quentin Hadley into Cane Sword. If you happen to have Sir Mordain, I highly advise using it. He's not the troop that you're going to be able to get copies of tomorrow through the event. However, he can be used for the event because he is a knight and it should be a knight restriction. And due to this, you can use him. The main reason you want to use him is he has Enrage when you get a kill. So basically, he just one-shots everything. Because not only can he hit through that 75% score reduction on the blue brown tower, but he's also, that 1.5 times multiplies with the 5 times multiplier. So he's effectively hitting for 7.5 times damage on everything he touches. And that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. And he basically just one-shots everything. Also, what on earth is that lag? What just happened? That was weird. What on earth just happened? That lag. But anyways, that's pretty much the game plan. Sir Quentin Hadley's for 50% mana start. And lastly, Kane's sword is for mana accumulation. You can go something else. If I'm not mistaken, we're actually getting a new night weapon tomorrow, so you could use that explodey weapon. Because I believe we're getting like an explodey night weapon or something tomorrow. So if you don't have Kane's sword, you can run the explodey weapon instead. And you should be good to go. I'm trying to sell pet gnome bait. No, thank you. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend. Catch you guys soon. Best of luck with everything. Stay safe out there, and catch you guys later. And thank you everyone who donated. Greatly appreciate it as always. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.